And the support is literally worth every penny.
Yeah.
Every single penny.
I gotta say, it's my first time meeting Charles, but he's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about this industry. He seems to really have his eye focused on what is good to build your business and marketing. So if you're interested in learning more, PhotoBooth CEO, this is the man right here.
Hey, what's up, PhotoBooth fans? This is Charles, the PhotoBooth CEO, helping you build profitable and purposeful photobooth businesses. I have here.
Hi, I'm Shane from Turnkey Photobooth. This is Julie. She's one of my customers.
Awesome. Shane, thank you so much. Can you tell us about your company?
Yeah, so Turnkey Photobooth really came out of the need that there's a lot of photobooth owners in the industry who are new and entering the business for the very first time. They haven't gotten a photo booth before, or they're looking to grow and expand their business, but they don't have a booth that's easy to train and easy to scale.
Right.
So the idea that came out of that was creating a booth that is completely built, completely ready to go, programmed, easy to use, optimized for the average photo booth owner or the person who has no technical experience at all, so they can just have it arrive on their doorstep, open it up, set it up, and then go out to their first event.
What are some things that you include for your customers? For example, like, I guess what are some things that you include with your services at Turnkey?
So in addition to selling you a photo booth, I'm a strong believer that you don't just buy a piece of equipment, you're buying a business opportunity. So all of my customers, I make sure, are not just getting the equipment, but I'm going to give them 6 months of business consulting, one-on-one coaching calls every month, kind of building them up and growing them into the industry, because education is what's going to keep you in this business. A lot of people that buy photo booths that I see online, they don't know what they're doing. They jump into it, they buy something on Amazon or from Alibaba and end up with a photo booth that they don't, it's just a giant paperweight. So I make sure that my customers are educated and ready to grow their business and build into something.
Right. So what do those services look like as far as once they buy the booth from you, how do they get support? Like, how do they get help with like marketing or customer service, or how does that work?
So generally they reach out to me through Facebook or they call me directly, email. I'm very accessible to my customers. A great example would be, I'm going to pass it off to Julie. She can kind of talk about when she had a bridal show recently and how I helped her through that process of the bridal show.
I actually bought my booth from Shane last year.
So cool.
Ever since, he's been I call him my angel. I can't go anywhere without him.
An angel, guys.
Yes.
Let's go.
The customer support is like nothing I've ever seen. I honestly can say no one in here will give you the customer support that this man can. Like, hands down. He's not paying me to be here. He's literally I'm just a customer. Last month, we got our booth last year in May. And it took me some time to like build up the courage to actually go out on my own and do events. He helped me with that. Last month we did our first bridal show, and I've never been to one before. I've never done one before. I didn't know what to do. I called him right away. I was like, Shane, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do, what to say. Like, I didn't know my setup, nothing. He was like, don't worry, we'll set up a call. But when are you free? What day and time? The call took about like an hour and a half.
Right.
He went from what do I wear to what do I say to what do I bring. It was incredible. He actually recorded the whole conversation, sent it to me so I can show my husband who was going to be at the show with me.
Right.
It was just hands down the best experience. Not only that, one of the things was like, Shane, I want to stand out at this bridal expo because it's my first time. There's going to be a lot of seasoned photo booth people there. Like, I want to stand out. He was like, well, what can you offer? I was like, well, what can I offer? He was like, well, why don't you offer this photo booth or this photo mosaic? I was like, okay. We looked into actually trying to get it shipped out to me from the printing company. It wouldn't get there in time because I'm always very last minute. So he was like so kind enough. He actually sent me the one in his office to actually have at my photo booth expo with me that day. It got there in time. I was able to show all my brides. I was like, we're debuting this today. Everyone loved it. With his like coaching, by the end of the day, I had 20-something leads, like real leads.
That's amazing.
And the very next day, I booked my first wedding. His coaching, I'm telling you, like with his coaching, it's not just customer support, it's like business growth. I went from I started with a party rental business. I started making $5,000 a year. Last year was when I finally did my started launching my photo booth. I launched it like going crazy in October. From October to
October
December.
2023.
Yeah, of 2023. Last year, I went from October to December. I made a total of like 30 grand with his coaching. Like it is, he doesn't just provide customer service or like technical support. He doesn't just remote in, even though I love him for that. He really just calms me down whenever I'm freaking out.
So what's it looking like for you now? What does your photo booth business look like, and what are you kind of thinking is going to happen for the rest of the year?
So right now we're actually thinking about adding another one because we want to just keep growing, keep expanding, and one day when I grew up, I want to be like Shane.
Right. Yeah. Second booth in 4 months, guys. Really just having good mentors, good coaching, good quality photo booth hardware is really going to get you there. It's a testament for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Really
so how did you run into Turnkey Photo Booth?
So I actually started looking into photo booths. Someone suggested that I go into like Facebook groups and ask, you know. I did. I said, hey, I'm starting out. I want to buy my first photo booth. Who do you recommend? I think out of like almost everyone, I had like 15 comments. Shane Satin, like everybody was like, call Shane.
Right.
So I did, and what my husband and I loved most about it is that he didn't just like, okay, these are my prices. He actually took the time. He got on a Zoom call with me and my husband. He actually made sure that this was the right booth for us. He wasn't just trying to sell me something.
Right.
He wanted to make sure that this would fit our business plan, it would fit my business, it would fit us, like that we can actually handle it. That right there, the fact that someone took the time out of their day to sit down and talk to me, not via email, but like through it, like just right there live, it was amazing. And that sold me right there because that just told me that's the kind of customer service I'm gonna get.
What is right for her isn't right for everyone else. So I make sure that I'm not, because I don't want to sell a booth to a person who's going to say, I don't like this and wants to sell it in 6 months. I'm going to sell it to a person who's ready to build their business and can actually grow with me as their partner.
Yeah. Can you walk me through the process of a new person who's like, I want to start a photo booth business? What does that look like? Like, do they go to your website? Like, how did they first contact you?
So the best way to get to us is turnkeyphotobooth.com.
Okay.
It's right there, Turnkey Photo Booth. It's very easy to remember. It's exactly what you need in your business if you're ready to start. If you're ready to build from the ground up, if you're jumping into this industry and you're afraid of the fire that might be burning around you when you buy something, I'm the person that's going to put those fires out. I'm going to help you get through the problems, solve your solution, find solutions for every situation, and get you to a business that becomes substantial and can grow. So that way you can eventually leave your 9 to 5 and become a full-time photo boother, which is something I do in my own life too. In addition to this, I also run an event company that does 500 plus events a year. We have a huge team and we do events nationally. So I am experienced, I'm in the industry, I don't just build the booths for fun, I actually am in the weeds with a lot of the photo boothers, experiencing it and selling to clients directly too.
So once somebody contacts you, what happens after that?
So as soon as they fill out the form online or they buy a booth through our website, they instantly get an email from me. I kind of give them a walkthrough of the process. I give them an estimate of how long it's going to take to do the custom build, depending on what parts they ordered and what they wanted in their custom build photo booth. And then I kind of just stay in contact with them, start telling them ideas of like, hey, if you want, you can start going to networking events. These are the kinds of things that you want to do, chambers of commerces, things you can get involved with so you can get your name known a little bit and start helping them. And, each person is their own pace, so it depends on where they are in the stages of planning out their business, and that's what we help them get to in the process of us building the booth for them. And then by the time it gets to them, they should be ready to hit the ground running.
Right. Okay. How does somebody work with you? Like, do they just purchase the booth, or is there like a monthly thing going on? Like, what does that look like for
So the booth is one flat fee. We do offer extended support now. A lot of our customers did say, hey, I love the support that I got for the first 6 months, but what do I do after it? So we do have a Facebook group that is a community group that our users interact and help each other. And I also am in there helping as well as much as I can. But then we also offer extended support after the fact, so it's $60 a month for our extended support plan. and that is just, you can have that, and whenever you need me, I'm available to you. And we also have additional team support staff now that can also help through problems as well.
Awesome.
And the support is literally worth every penny.
Yeah.
Every single penny.
Yeah.
Every penny.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share, guys, before we wrap this up?
I gotta say, it's my first time meeting Charles, but he's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about this industry. He seems to really have his eye focused on what is good to build your business and marketing. So if you're interested in learning more, PhotoBooth CEO, this is the man right here.
For sure. And guys, if you want a really good quality photo booth and have somebody to walk you through the process, definitely check out Shane at turnkeyphotobooth.com. All right, thank you guys.